let's see, Kelly Pavlik and Paul Williams. I don't I don't understand why there's not more hype about this fight. I mean, I know it's a boxing fan's fight to watch. You know, it's not really for casual people just picking up the remote and finding something to watch on TV, or a big name like Mayweather or Mosley or De La Hoya or any of these guys. But they should be big names, both of these guys. Paul Williams hasn't been able to contract a good fight until Winky Wright, and that's disappointing. The guy is amazing. His punch output, the volume of punches that he can throw and still keep it consistent is ridiculous. I'm going to go against the grain here a little bit, though. It seems there's a heavy influx of people predicting Paul Williams to win this fight, and I'd like to just give a little contradictory opinion here. This is kind of a response to a lot of people, so when I'm finished, I'll just put it on all your replies, I guess, video reply boards, I guess. But anyway, let's break it down a little bit. Paul the Punisher Williams. What else can be said about this guy that you guys haven't already said? I mean, this guy is an awesome fighter. He can beat, I truly believe he can beat any welterweight, any super welterweight, any junior middleweight. At 160, though, I still think he can beat a lot of people. But this is getting up into a heavier-handed weight class for him in particular. No, middleweights aren't known for their heavy hands, but for him, this is dangerous water. He drops his hands a lot. You'd think he'd make up for it with throwing all them punches. People can't get through it. It's like a shell of offense as your defense. It's been working for him so far. He's going against a guy who can take a lot of punches. We saw in the Bernard Hopkins fight. We saw how slow and sluggish Kelly Pavlik was. We saw how easily he could be outboxed. That was at 170 pounds, though. This fight's at 160. He's a lot faster. He's a lot better on his feet. The guy just looks goofy. You know, when you actually watch him, like watch the Rubio fight, when you actually watch him, he tries to set up these punches. You know, he pays attention, his corner pays attention to what's going on in the fight. And all he needs is to catch you with that right hand just to let you know, hey, I'm here. And then if he catches you with it again, then you're probably out of here. I don't see this fight going the distance. I keep hearing that to not believe that Paul Williams doesn't have crack on his punch. He may have, as a welterweight, have enough crack on his punch to knock these guys out. But if Bernard Hopkins couldn't do it with all the punches he was throwing at Kelly Pavlik, of course Paul Williams is going to throw more. But still, these are much harder, much more accurate punches with Bernard Hopkins. If Bernard Hopkins couldn't KO this guy, couldn't put him down, there's not much of a chance of Paul Williams doing so. And I think that in and of itself is reason enough to believe this fight's not going to go the distance. No, Paul Williams not going to get tired, but he's going to get tired of throwing punches and having this big country boy just walk right through him, because that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to wait for Paul Williams to plant his feet. It's going to happen because Paul Williams does plant his feet when he throws some of them 3 or 4 punch combinations. He'll plant his feet and go at it. While he's doing that, though, this is not a short guy. Kelly Pavlik's a little bit taller. While Paul Williams is throwing, all Kelly Pavlik's going to be doing is double jabbing and then looking for that straight right. As soon as Paul Williams plants his feet, then he's playing Kelly Pavlik's game, and it's going to happen. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. It's not Williams being careless. It's just the way he has been since his loss to Quintana. If the fight went 12 rounds, I agree. If this fight goes 12 rounds, Paul Williams is going to win by an accumulation of points. But that's not what Pavlik's looking for, and that's not what I'm looking for to win this fight. It's going to be one of them explosive right hands that's going to end this fight. I'm telling you right now, Kelly Pavlik is an elite middleweight. Paul Williams can beat any welterweight. Paul Williams has gone with cement hands Margarito, and it's still not going to compare to the kind of punches that he's going to be taking from Kelly Pavlik. I'm telling you right now, Kelly Pavlik's going to win with some kind of late round KO. Pavlik at 160 is not going to get tired quickly. We saw him do 168 with Jermaine Taylor on the second fight, and he went 12 rounds and won that fight, and that was a tough fight at 168. This is even lower than that, and his stamina gets better as he gets down to his natural or his fighting weight of 160, which he is king at. I don't think anybody's going to beat him at 160. You talk about defense. Paul Williams, like I said, drops his hands a lot. He drops them a lot when he throws. He drops them a lot when he's getting ready to throw. Pavlik does come in with his hands kind of here like this, but if you watch some of them videos, take away the Hopkins fight. There's a lot of videos at 160 where people are trying to use lateral movement against him, and he still knocks them out. Why? Because he can box a bit, and he does have some defense. He just notice sometimes when he moves his head and catches a punch off of his right. You know what I mean? He does have some defense. He does stand there and throw, and he is willing to get hit, but he has a toughness that makes up for that. I think Kelly will probably have his nose bleeding. It happens to him in a lot of fights, but he's used to that by now. I don't see Paul Williams cutting him any more than that. I'm gonna call it a knockout, round 9. Kelly Pavlik wins. Downtown Born, peace.